Okay, this is going to be a pop-up Q&A for Friday, October 10th, 2025. One of the users requested if we're going to do a stream, so I'm going to do a stream. And it's actually a good friend of mine named Holy Moly, Mr. Stochastic in the Discord. So I'm just going to hop on and I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe just chat, maybe go over some things. Who knows? But here we go. Mr. Holy Moly, Mr. Stochastic, what's up? What do they call you? You're the final boss over here. Oh, you know. Oh, yeah, all good. What about you? Why? It's really hard work there, eh? Really? Well, what are you learning about? Investments? Oh, yeah. That's that's interesting. Hey, give me I gotta restart Discord here real quick because I can't stream. I can't show you. Just give me 1 sec. Okay,
Yo,
that's better. So you're learning about statistics, eh?
statistics, yeah.
Like what? What exactly did you learn
Uh,
that's useful?
that is useful about distributions and the market distributions,
Yes.
how it's
So
actually formed. R
is that?
squared, I also learned about
There
R squared, man.
you go.
The real
Did you
fucking R
did,
squared.
did you tell him that you learned that from your dummy mechanic friend?
Yeah, I told him. I told to one professor and he was amazed.
Distribution. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
he was amazed.
are they talking about
And he
standard
also gave,
deviations as well?
yeah. Yeah, and actually we were talking, and he also gave me a good advice for R squared.
What do you say?
That it's better for the R squared to be 0 0.7 until 0.9 than being at 1
So that's
or
gonna
above.
be is that lower or higher? Now I forget.
R squared is from 0 to 1.
Okay. So yeah, he's
Yeah,
saying not maxed out yet.
yeah, not maxed out because R squared, it doesn't really give you the ability to find the correlation for the data that you have. Because if you have an extreme R squared, you will have correlation and you don't have causality, which in this case you need to have causality between the data.
Which makes sense. Not that I've ever heard that word before, but yeah. So if
Y-
so, what basically he's saying is if price action is too tight, then
Yeah,
there's no room for it to be random and move. I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
that's kind
At
of what it
some
would mean.
point, yeah. If it's like above close to 1, extremely close or 1, then it means that potentially from here you may have correlation, like your data from before that you are actually managing, like the 15 period, the 15 periods before that you are taking as your data sample is not like it's maybe gonna be like randomly correlated. This is maybe random because of the data. It's like then you overfit somehow the data. I don't know how to interpret exactly on chart, but yeah, somehow you are moving to a random walk without even realizing it. You know,
I
you're not
somewhat
moving
understand.
based on that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
I feel
Like
what you're saying better than I could
yeah, yeah,
explain it.
yeah, man. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's popping?
What else? Did you meet anybody? Did you meet any new
Actually,
friends?
yeah, but the problem is that everyone here is when they are interested about the stock market, they just don't have a real strategy. They are basically they are
Oh
based
yeah.
on ETFs and long-term kind of shit investments
Okay.
and random walks, actually, random shit. And today I was also arguing with a guy. But yeah, man. Most of the times I argue. I will be honest with you. Yeah, most of the times I argue.
Why are you arguing with people?
Because I hear many stupid things,
Yeah.
that you cannot imagine, man. That you cannot imagine.
Why? When it comes to trading and stuff that people are doing.
Yeah. Because I'm also participating in a competition right now,
Oh, what's that?
which is a European competition that they give you some capital to manage it, but you don't only need to make like good profit. You need to have good diversification. You need to have the allocation through different kind of sectors, bonds, indexes, and all this kind of stuff. And I was talking about the execution, and he wanted. Do you know what Monte Carlo simulations are?
Yeah, it's basically somewhat. It's like Python, but
Yeah,
just a little different, right? And then you just put your code in there, and you get it to pop out a simulation or pop out some answers.
yeah. But like Monte Carlo in plain English just creates hundreds of thousands scenarios, different kind of scenarios
Oh yeah.
from the data that you insert. So it gives you some kind of a stress test, let's say. So
Okay.
what if your stock went 3%? What was the probability? And
Okay.
he wanted to insert some kind of indicator, and he told me he wants to insert the moving average. And I'm like, moving average is not
What
a moving average because he searched it on Google. Yeah.
did you
And
did you
honestly,
tell him? Did you say what is this amateur hour?
yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Uh, yeah, and I
Tell him
told
at
him
least use
like,
super trend or something.
yeah. Look. There are plenty of stupid people, and after period two, after period two, I will try my best to bring some people in the group. I think it's gonna be easy, but after period one, period one ends in
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, well, if
Plenty of stupid people.
people are interested in futures and stuff and automation. I mean, I'm still working on getting this stuff. I mean, it's pretty good. There's a few little bugs here and there, but it's always getting better. I'm working on a big
Mm-hmm.
update for Generator. So yeah, if anybody's interested in futures and NinjaTrader and automation, I mean, hit them up. We got the affiliate program going, so if you ever want to sign up, I mean, it's free. So all you do is you just sign up and then you get a code and yeah, I mean, you get 33% of the subscription for anybody you bring in. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean that's the last thing
and it's free
that
for
I.
you. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, if you
That's the
find
last
some,
thing, man.
yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but you know a lot of people, so I don't know if they're interested. It's just a way to make some side cash for you too. So
yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, in this, dude, and I also where I work, I was I was talking to the Discord community because I wanted to do something to know something about the work, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what he told me. Wait. He said he's buying when cryptocurrency is up 5% and keeping it until it goes 10%, and he made side money from that. something like that.
Okay.
Dude, I mean, these kind of things.
Some
And
people
I
like to
really,
gamble. Big deal.
yeah, man. I need to also show you because I've been on my free time at night or way early in the morning. I've come to an amazing addition, if you want to say.
Really?
Amazing addition. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna show you. I'm back testing it and I'm trying to understand. And it's close to. Do you remember the guy that coffee, like the guy who was almost super intelligent?
Yeah.
Not super intelligent, but he could speak the English language like a professional.
It wasn't
You
Raw.
know,
It was we called him Noodle. That was the black guy
noodle,
from
yeah,
Texas.
noodle,
Yeah, he
man,
was
noodle.
I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, I mean, he was cool. I wish he was around more, but he's just doing his own thing. But
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna show you.
no, I
And
remember.
from the
I
and then you're
haven't.
gonna show me yours.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I believe. Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. Just let me
Oh
let
wait,
you
I
share
cannot
your
hear you.
screen. Oh, I can hear
This-
you. I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay,
You sharing
let
your screen?
me
You sure?
wait. I'm gonna share it now. Screens, screen one.
Yeah, just give me a sec. Let me pop that out. What are we looking at?
This. Can you hear? Can you see?
I can see, I can hear. You got the quad rotation stuff going on.
On the right side.
Yep. Quad.
Okay, and on the left side, I got this one. Do you see? Yeah.
Yeah, so you got volume profile and you've got the volume bubbles from the order flow plus on NinjaTrader.
Exactly. It's
So
easy for you because you know every indicator.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
it's
you
easy.
got
It's easy.
the cumulative delta at the bottom. Yeah, so what are you doing? You're just taking trades outside the value area high and low? Or
No. Look at this one. Look
okay,
at this one.
you're in the middle there.
Okay, here is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute because my screen. Okay, we're here. Okay, we
Yep.
see when we are inside the distribution because that's a distribution, which means that almost 95% of the data is right here, and 9% of the data is inside of here. Outside is only 5% of data. Here and here. After the second standard deviation. Second standard deviations mean that at that point, only the 5% of data exist there. The other 95, the other 90 is inside the distribution. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So this means like that can I draw or no?
You just
No?
want yeah, you just want to draw like freehand?
Yeah.
No, I don't think, but you can do like an arrow or something.
Okay. Let's see. Like the distribution is this.
Yeah.
Okay. Right here we have the distribution standing like that. Okay. Which means that if we try to catch the previous day, the value area which investors are willing to pay for this whole day is inside of this one.
Yes. That's
A fair price of the previous day is here. Okay?
so if
Right
the
here,
next day goes into the previous day's value area, then what?
if look, let's say you are here, okay? I'm gonna tell you before that. Okay, we are at the top of the value area high, okay? Which means for the day, here is a great spot to sell, let's say.
Yes.
For the day, but the day hasn't been formed, which means it's highly probable that it will follow the previous day. But if the distribution is like that, like here, which is the thing that we are mostly paying attention to, and it's a 90% win rate, man. It's amazing win rate. Is if the distribution is like that, it's highly probable that the highest probability that the next day is gonna be a huge runner. Here we have the most allocation in the volume back, and it closes inside the area. So it means that the power of the negative price isn't available right now, because if you see right here, we had the distribution down there, but it closed in the value area high, which means that even though the fair price was lower, the buyers still succeeded in breaking in having the price overvalued. So which means they won. But if we're in a scenario like this, right here, which is something, if you see here, I took it, but I reversed, is when you see a breakout outside and we have a green aggressive buy volume right here, and we go for the distribution, you wanna target the low, you go to the 1 minute, you draw a distribution, and you are searching for the low volume node. The low volume node is the node that the buyers and the sellers didn't pay attention to.
Yes.
Which means they couldn't find a deal, and the buyers were just past that level without any resistance from the sellers, because sellers didn't want to sell at that point.
Yeah, the low volume nodes are areas where price can slip through easier than other areas, right?
But if it acts as a resistance, it's strong.
Okay.
If you see at the volume node, that's the philosophy. If you see at the volume node that there are aggressive players here playing, this is a good sign, because this price can act as a resistance as well. Because it's the imbalance that the market, when they say fair value gap, it's not the fair value gap that creates the imbalance. It's the buyers or the sellers didn't want to compete in this rally. The sellers in this situation. Mm-hmm. It's not the fair value gap. If we go to a fair value gap, you will see that the real gap is at the low volume node. That's the imbalance that is created from the market, and the market tends to rebalance in order to, yeah. So in this situation, wait, I'm gonna give you here. I didn't get a confirmation, but I'm gonna give you a trade, for example, that I took.
Yeah, show me your setup. So you're comparing the previous day to the current day. Like when you're on the current day, you're looking at the previous day's areas. Is that right?
In order to see the bias, of the day.
Okay.
And
you want to see where yesterday closed, if it closed within the value area or if it closed outside of the value area, right?
Yeah, and how the distribution of the volume was made.
Okay.
If the distribution, if you see a fucking distribution be here, and all this data is no volume, this will crash upwards, because you don't have orders, like you said right here. This created somehow an imbalance in the market, and this may get filled. It's highly probable actually to get filled. But do I have the trade? When did I take the trade? Wait.
And you're just taking the divergence trade, the quad stochastic divergence channel break, your normal kind of setup?
I would say I use it mostly. What I will do right now is follow the volume profile. But here I can take the confirmation where to enter. Wait, let's see where to enter, because sometimes you don't know where to enter. That's the thing.
That is. You have a setup, but you got to know where that setup is valid.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with my stuff. I say that all the time. Yeah. Where?
Yeah. To
Exactly.
October. 2nd of October, wait.
I mean, you could find divergences anywhere, but you got to find the right ones.
Exactly. And that's where, when is 2nd of October? Yesterday, wait. Yesterday. Chart traded hidden. Wait. It's simulation, that's why.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to show hidden
Yeah,
yet.
okay. Okay, sorry for that. I mean, what the fuck is the trade, man? Still, it doesn't show up. And I don't know which is 2nd of October is yesterday, right? 2nd of October. So today is here.
Yeah, today's the 3rd, yeah. Well, I don't
Okay, I
know.
took the
It might be the
10,
4th in your side of the world.
10:51.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a trade? This is the trade. This is the trade. Okay. So, okay. Anyways, so 10:51 here. Okay. The low volume node in this breakout, we break out from this. In this breakout, I have like the stochastics that are embedded, that is an extra confirmation.
Yep.
And right here, exactly where I want to see red, exactly where I want to see.
Yep.
If you see, I entered on this candle right here. I see red on the breakout, which means outside of the value area, trying to catch the previous one.
Yeah, right
So
there.
when we break out right here with an extra confirmation on volume, just leave the stochastic. This is mine. Here, I would wait for the 20 EMA to catch, for the 20 EMA in order to enter. But right here, I see that on the breakout, the volume node was here. The low volume node was exactly where it reversed. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Here,
That's interesting.
right? Yeah. And I backtested a lot, but I cannot. I mean, I don't have the time to write it on paper. You know, I just scroll when I wake up, and just 10
Yeah.
minutes here. Here, we failed to break. So another thing to consider is that even if you get, even if you get a good amount of buy volume here on the breakout, here it didn't retest. So I didn't enter because I didn't see the volume. But right here where I entered, if you see here,
Yep.
I enter on the upward movement, but I see huge selling volume right here and right here. Here it was inconsistency between buyers and sellers. Here it's red. Right here I have a divergence, which is also a divergence right here, but here is a stronger. Do you see that? And
Yeah.
you get the confirmations from the bubbles that aggressive sellers are right here, and this is a potential fake out. Boom.
Yeah, that was perfect.
So yeah. That's why I exited, because here I didn't know this is gonna be a run and then a pullback. You never know what's gonna happen. But when you see the bubble that too much selling pressure is happening right here and inconsistency right here, the volume node is here, which means I entered after the volume node, as you can see here.
Mm-hmm.
The low node was here. It went up, but then failed. And what did it create? Look at what it create, which is the most interesting thing. What did I tell you? The opposite of what we saw before. On the move, we have all the distribution of the volume on the on the higher part, which is
Yeah.
better. And then, bomba. You see the distribution?
Yep.
Exactly. And in combination with the with the sellers right here, which is huge selling power here,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and if we go reverse, we're gonna go for a right here,
Yeah, look at that.
boom.
That's crazy how much volume's up top.
Yeah, you see? And right here, it may not be, but it's not the fair value gap that they say. Look, the fair value gap is here. From here till the first one, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's between here and here or here and here. The best one.
That's interesting. So if people use volume profile, they'd be able to filter out exactly where fair value gaps are better, probably, eh?
Yeah, because the fair value gap is gonna be here, 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 where in the end. And then
Yeah,
in
yeah.
order to you revert to the value area and you get rejected right here. You get rejected right here. And then if you wanna make a continuation move in order to do the breakout, which is not the perfect right here because you reverted. You just reverted to the value area low. You didn't break out of it. So a highly probable imbalance in the market right now is here, which is not something so strong because the probability of, in this case, it is strong because it is in the point of control. It is in the most volume that was
Yeah,
traded during the session, which in this case is aligned with our value area, with our, with our volume node, low volume node. This is almost aligned. The point of control can act as a resistance or can be a price, can be a point that the price may consolidate because the buyers and the sellers have come to an agreement that this is a fair price for this movement, So in this case, in combination, you could go short or wait for the breakdown. Let's say you break down right here. If you see, you break down right here, okay?
yeah.
If you see right here, red volume, red, it means sellers wanna sell in this situation. And you will go to not to the fair value gap, you will find the low volume node right here. And
Yeah.
then you see aggressive sellers again, that's the fucking free money.
That's free money?
That's free money. Yeah, man, this is fucking free money.
All right, I want to
It's,
learn this.
yeah, yeah. I would say just watch volume profile videos on YouTube because this is fucking data, man.
Well, I've
Data.
done a lot with volume profile, so I'm
Yeah, yeah,
pretty, it's something I'm pretty very familiar with because I love volume by price. I think that was just the coolest thing once I learned about it. But yeah, no, I understand a lot of what you're doing. I do because I've spent a lot of time on it. So yeah, volume at the bottom, volume, and what you can do is so your volume profile. Um, did you know you can? So it's blue right now. The whole profile is blue. Did you know
yeah.
you can set it up to show delta?
Can I do it here? Because I see Delta from trading you right here. Wait, I
Yeah.
have Delta.
Yeah, so you can do that with that volume profile. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It
How
just
how can I do that?
it just colors it based on net delta. So okay, so you're on it
Hmm?
and it's going to be okay, summary display unit. It says price. So down, yep. Down a little. No, you were there. Price right above the color brown. Down, down.
Ah,
You're
okay, yeah, yeah.
I think you can
Here.
change price. You can change price. I think you can change it to delta because that's a drop down menu. So okay, no, no, not that order flow. That's not it.
Ata.
Um, okay, price go up, or maybe it's for the indicator. Maybe it's not for the tool. So that's a tool. Display mode. That'd be it. At
Ah,
the top there, I think it says display mode, standard. Okay, profile type. Okay, go to profile type. See what's in that.
Delta.
Delta. Yeah, there you go. Delta. Now put
Good.
it on, and it may or may
Right.
not. Oh, okay, DC. Oh, so it's got little delta bars within it, and you can also, I think you can also change the whole thing.
Dude,
Delta
I
type.
wanna kiss your forehead.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Dude, I was doing that. Delta is fucking huge.
yeah, I know.
Oh
You want
my
you
god.
want bid ask. Up down is like trading view stuff. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Oh my god. Okay. So I can save it.
Yeah,
Save
uh,
as a template. Save as default.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if I also apply it here.
Give it a second to load. Or yeah, actually, you're gonna have to, or just load your default. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can also, it's like a double profile here because you can kind of see gaps in delta as well, right? You can see low delta volume nodes and high delta volume nodes. And you can see sometimes how the delta volume has a low node, but then the regular volume has a high node, so which tells you that the pressure of that volume was neutral or not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can see how much
Yeah.
volume and what the pressure was on it.
I was watching it from TradingView,
Yeah,
this one.
that's a good one too. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And especially right here, let's say, for example, I always use it. Here, it was the last chance for the buyers to stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Then, sellers to control. Let's say, for example, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I use it as well.
There you go.
Okay, amazing. Thanks for that, man. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, so yeah, I was a little bit enthusiastic about it. But it wasn't like the holy grail for me, but it could tell me that give it a little bit more, like expand your profit target a little bit more, something like that. Don't be scared to expand your profit target.
And you've been just looking at this mostly on the ES?
Mostly, yeah, mostly on in AS, but NQ works better. Why? Because the bubbles are not such a mess. NQ, you know what I'm saying, actually.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
from the
well,
point.
there's a lot of volume in ES, but you can change that too, right? You can make the minimum threshold for that bubble to print a little higher in ES.
You see that here?
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
This is the breakout.
So
This
what are
is
you
the
looking
breakout
for?
very low right here. Look at the sellers, aggressive sellers right here trying to sell outside of the value area low.
So what do you want to see next if it was going to be a good trade?
Here, if we have sellers, good amount of sellers, and a reverse candle, means that sellers could not get past through that level.
Which means
But
there was a
it's
lot of limit buy orders sitting there, passive limit buy orders, and the aggression couldn't break it. Is that correct?
one fucking guy that can really understand without telling me, man.
It ain't my
It's
first rodeo.
I miss that, man. But
Yeah, yeah.
still, this is a good confirmation. You see right here,
Yeah.
they failed.
I call it
They
getting
failed.
stuffed. It just got stuffed by a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
limit buy
yeah,
orders.
exactly.
Yeah, look
You
at the
see it
wick.
on a 5 minute candle, you're good to go, man.
And you can
In
see the wick
reverse.
too.
Yeah. And you will say, oh, what if it is a fake out? Well, if it goes up here, you go exactly the same thing. You're trying to find. If you don't want to risk, actually right here, the probabilities if it bounces, because the point of control is good. If you go for a mini revert, you always need to target the point of control. This is where you need to take profit.
Yes.
Not
Yep.
here. Not here. If you want to go until here, you will, in order to go buy, you need to wait for the breakout.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this can be a good example, actually.
Yeah, because the point of control is also a point of balance. So it's hard to say that there's an edge or an inefficiency in the market when you're at the point of control. But there's definitely a trade
Exactly.
to the point of control or from it.
Exactly.
If it's been there long enough, there's a trade from it, but you don't know how long it's going to stay there. It could stay there all day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You see, and right here you can scalp some points, let's say, because
Yeah. That was looking like a good long. I would have scalped that long if I was trading.
yeah, exactly. And you see that the sellers
Yeah, yeah.
with the ability to break gives you an extra bit of percentage, an extra. You just need to add these percentages in order to make the trade. And boom.
That
Fucking
was just a
huge.
stop. Yeah, you know what that did? That just whipped a bunch of stops. That aggressive selling was just people with stop orders getting out on the market.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Yeah.
And then it reverted because it was so thin there.
Or
Rebalance.
outside of the box, like, I don't know, sellers taking profit, not only liquidation. Because in order to take profit, you need to long. This could be a whole bunch of things, but the thing is that this happened for any reason,
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
reason.
You don't have to
This is a
worry
fact.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
But if I see right here, what? No channel. If I completely remove this, I have a no channel. The only thing that I have is a big divergence right here, but with embedded almost 60-10. How can I take this trade? You see?
Yep, I
If
can see
I,
that.
yeah, that's how I add the confirmation. Somehow. Yeah.
You missed out on a good trade. Look, it's gonna go right to that point of control probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but still, we can see from the volume profile, if it had an imbalance and it covered the imbalance. Right here is the imbalance.
Yeah, it's
Right
almost got
here.
filled.
Yeah. Yeah. But point of control, bomba. Bombastic.
Yeah, Mr. Bombastic. You're
Yeah.
gonna be you're gonna be the next final boss of Ibiza if you keep going this way with your trading.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, I didn't expect. I thought that I ain't gonna learn shit here, dude. But it's fucking good. It's good. It's good. And I
You're
also
learn.
have let's and I also run some scripts here to help me,
Oh yeah.
like distribution, which can give you an idea of where you need to head for the next day. If you have a drastic move or something that it is unusual.
That's pretty cool. And that's in Visual Studio. Is that the
Python.
language you using Python there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is for the competition because I had some conclusion.
I hope you win. I think you're probably gonna win.
Yeah, man, it's a luck now, like
There
right
you go.
here. This is the distribution. This is the second standard, and this is the first standard deviation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I recognize that from options.
exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. As well. I have a good tool for options as well for
Yeah.
a straddle strategy. Do you know long straddle?
Strangles, long strangles. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with these the multi legs. I've played with them a bit, but I got to think hard to understand them.
Yeah, I
But
get it. I get
yeah,
it.
so there's strangle, straddle, butterfly, iron butterfly, broken leg butterfly, broken wing butterfly. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just been a
it's
little
fucking
while, but
yeah, man.
I figured you would learn about that. That's generally what you learn in school. Is like, especially if you're learning math and stuff. That's options is
Yeah.
where you really get the good thinking going there. But
Yeah, yeah. But right now I'm learning business options, not
yeah, it's
financial.
okay. Yeah, yeah. So giving options to somebody as instead of shares.
No, no, there are options to delay. Let's say you have a project and you calculate if it's better for the project to delay it for 1 year, let's say, or it is not profitable to delay it. If you want a growth option, let's say you have a pharmaceutical or you are AstraZeneca and you wanna have a new drug. If you
Yeah,
wanna publish a new drug and file a new patent for your drug, first you wanna run lab testing. If you wanna make a new project and you don't wanna risk all your money on the project, you can divide it in some phases, which is the options to growth. Let's say that the phase one is to test the product. I'm not inserting all my money, but I'm gonna if I buy the option that if my first phase fails, I can terminate the project. That's the insurance in the business.
oh wow.
It's a little yeah, it's an insurance that if you there are plenty of options actually in the business world as well.
Yeah, there's like I know if like some people do rent to own. They'll rent a house to somebody to own. That's kind of like an option contract too. So they have the option to
Mhm.
buy it. Yeah, yeah, there
Yeah,
is. Yeah, I don't know much about that, but that's kind of
yeah.
interesting. Interesting concept.
Yeah, and here I'm creating now, I haven't finished, it's huge, an implied volatility trading tool for interactive brokers.
I have
which I
interactive
saw.
pro. I have an account with them.
Yeah, this is actually when you have earnings report,
Mm.
it shows you the implied volatility of the option, and based on that, you can bet on big moves. The option
Yes,
strategy.
I know people that go short volatility because generally, implied volatility is overestimated, isn't it? Did they teach you that?
It's overestimated at some points.
Generally, more the further out it is, the more overestimated it is.
Yeah,
Generally, it
yeah,
usually
exactly.
declines as the expiration comes closer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm just saying that's maybe not how you trade it, but I'm saying some people go short, like they sell volatility, and that's how they just take um they just go short options, I think, and then they make money on theta, the time decay, because
in this system, you buy a call
yep,
and the put at the same time.
at the same strike, or do you have a different strike?
Same strikes at the same. Let's say you have a.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if it doesn't
Yeah,
go anywhere, then or if it only goes a little bit, then you don't make nothing. So it has to go really far one way or really far the other way, right? Like it
exactly.
basically has to go
Like,
at least one standard or more to make money.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. From
Yeah.
here, you make money. Here, you lose the premium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about
And
that is the upside's unlimited, right? Because you can only lose what you paid for the one contract, and the other one could go like 100x.
exactly, man.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
cool. I like that. I
That's the thing.
really do like that, but I just don't have any way that I've tested. Options are really hard to back test. That's one issue, as opposed to futures. Like you can't just do market replay on options. I don't think. If you find a way to do market replay on options, let me know, man. But
Okay. Okay.
I guess maybe it's just a forward test thing. But yeah, I'd love to do that in certain earnings. But then you're running a script to tell you what the probability is that it's gonna kind of get past that first standard or so.
Yeah. But actually, in this situation, I would say that Monte Carlo simulations are helpful because it gives you a prediction, a forecast of thousands of hundreds of thousands of
Okay,
scenarios.
that's
It's like scenario
interesting.
generating.
I want to maybe learn a little bit about Python because that's interesting. I like that, and that's
But
how I mean. I think
you
that's
don't even
necessary for running algos too. Like for full automation, you have to run
or
like what all the scenarios are, and you got to know where the market is moving, right? So you could say, hey, if I change this setting a little bit, then I know, and it's doing better in the last 2 3 weeks, then you got to move your algo a little bit too, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's some deep stuff. I'm not there yet, but
Dude, just watch how the Monte Carlo simulation is actually is built, and with Grok you can do everything. But take into account this is really important that Monte Carlo simulations follow a normal distribution, which means you will never be able to predict the whole future. It's really hard to predict it because your basic assumption is that the market is without fees and you're following a normal distribution. In the real markets, that they are dynamic, you're not following a normal distribution. That's the
okay.
only thing.
So
If you want
is there a way to calculate that in, or no? That's just one of the faults.
to, then you can insert machine learning or
Yeah.
in scenario generation, which is actually it's not that hard as it sounds. In plain English, what you do is in Monte Carlo simulation, you get an error term. This error term contains all the unobserved factors that you cannot like find. You
Mm-hmm.
know, machine learning gets that error and from the Monte Carlo simulation get another error and try to minimize the distances of these errors, which means it will give you the best possible scenario based on your past data and on the future. That's the
Okay.
fucking key. Yeah, because Monte Carlo simulation as Monte Carlo, it just follows a normal one. But if you combine it there, and believe me, with a paid version of ChatGPT that I did it, I was in
Yeah.
a good. And if
Yep.
you are interested, it's really interesting.
Yeah, that
Like
is
it,
interesting. I'd love to get into that. I want to do a bit of machine learning too in the future on some of this
Mhm.
stuff because I've got the automation already in NinjaTrader, so it would be just a matter of feeding my auto tools with an API, and I can run the machine learning on an API and just feed it signals to my auto trader. So I mean, I'm getting half set up for it as it is. So that's really interesting to learn. So yeah, it follows so Python follows a normal distribution, but you can kind of take care of that the dynamic part by adding machine learning to it. Somewhat, it'll help that the
But even
dynamic part of the market.
Monte Carlo can help you, because you
Okay.
have the expected value. You know that this decision that you are taking is not a random decision. It's something that you've run it in the past. You can run it in the future based on your past data, but you need a really large sample of data. The largest the sample, the smaller the error that I told you. This is
Well,
from the equation.
well, I wonder what it would take because I have 11 years replay data on all the instruments. So NQ, ES, YM. I have the micros back until when they started, which was like what 2017, 2018. So I have tick level data back a long time. So I wonder
Tick
if
data.
I could use tick data. Yeah, it's for market replay.
That's good.
So
That's good.
I'm starting. We have a repository on our site, so I'm starting to load it up. But yeah, so from I think it's December 2013, which would be the March contracts for 2014. So it starts at December 2013 all the way up until now for ES, NQ, YM, and I'm downloading and uploading more to our Google Drive. But yeah, it'll be like 3 or 4 terabytes worth of market replay data for the last 10 years, 11 years.
Okay,
So
that's good.
I wonder if I
That's
could
good.
use that in within some of this Python.
Can. Totally. Totally.
It might take a long
Totally.
time for it to go through all the data though. Might need
Long time. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
might need a couple more CPUs maybe, eh? Or GPUs. What is
No,
it
no, no.
like better? What's better for these models?
Actually, I would tell that you will need around 10 hours. 10
Oh,
hours.
okay. Well, that's easy. Just run it overnight or something.
Yeah, yeah. Because let's say, for example, my cousin, he ran a scenario generation for about sample of, for around 58 million people, and it took like around 8 hours. So
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. As long as it doesn't glitch out, I don't care. I could wait. But okay, yeah,
yeah,
that's interesting. So write this shit down because I want to learn more when you got more time. Maybe on
yeah, yeah.
holiday. Are you off at Christmas?
Yeah, I will at Christmas I will have 20 days off.
That's
I
pretty
will
cool.
study as well, but not as
Are you gonna go back home for that time?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I will have plenty of time there, and I will also have learned a lot of shit. Yeah,
So you're learning a lot, but it's also a lot to learn.
yeah, man. It is. It
Yeah.
is a lot. It is a lot, and the studying hours are extreme, man. I'm studying when I in the beginning I was waking up 6 o'clock in the morning to study, but at least, dude, every fucking single thing that I learned, it's useful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good knowledge. In the beginning, I say I was a little bit disappointed because look at this, look at this breakout. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at like I was disappointed because I said I only go in order to get a paper and all this kind of shit. And what's the reason doing that? And now I'm jacked up, man. Especially with statistics. Statistics for trading
Yeah.
is the numero uno, man.
Well, that's how you
Numero
get
uno.
anywhere. I mean, you got to do more than other people. You know what I mean? If everybody else is just getting a Robin Hood account and trading like a bear flag and a bull flag, like
Exactly.
what good is
Yeah.
that, dude? But if you're running Python models and you're doing probability stuff like that, I mean, you're just gonna have an advantage naturally, just in that sense. And then
Yeah.
you
It's
also know
advantage.
stuff about. I mean, we've talked about stuff about managing money. You know what I mean? Like how to size your targets versus your loss versus your win rate. You know that risk reward. So, you know what I mean? And sizing too. Like you know how I do it. How I my risk reward's negative, but then I can skew it with sizing. You know, so yeah, you already know a lot of stuff like that. So
Of data. That's the thing.
yeah, you're probably
Wait.
going. Are you going to school with like what age are these people? Are they younger, like 20 or something? And is this their first time kind of learning about this stuff?
Uh, Actually, there are plenty of people that they know this kind of stuff, but honestly, most of the people just learn it because they need to have exams. I learn it because I
Oh,
want to
because you
test
do
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's probably easier for you, right? Probably because there's more motivation, there's more excitement for you. So it's going to be easier for you to learn. Yeah, these guys are just learning options because they have to get a ticket and they don't give a fuck about options.
exactly.
But you're learning it.
That's
You're thinking about, hey, I could actually use this when I'm done school. So yeah, I think you're gonna do very well. Just that alone, the motivation is so much in life, man. Like, you can be whatever. It doesn't matter who you are, but if you got motivation for something, you do well. I mean, that's just that.
that's the whole
Yeah.
point, man. And this is also a good one,
What
though.
ticker? What ticker are those? GSPC? Was that some penny stock?
This is S&P, hi,
Oh.
SPX, the SPX. Okay, this is the distribution, and here, if you see the probability of S&P going up more than 5% in 1 week is 1%.
Hmm.
More than 2.5% is 13.6. Let's say this is also something huge because today in the European indexes we closed the day, we have like right here a candle of almost 3%. It means that we are outside of the area. But then you're gonna say, so maybe I should short. That's what you're telling me. And then this script comes. Loaded. The probability of a continuation is 26%. The probability of a reversal is 18, and the probability of consolidation 54, which is right here. Like you are betting on a coin flip that it is a
Mm-hmm.
consolidation, or you're gonna play on negative probabilities for
Yeah.
you.
Either way, yeah, because the other 50% is split up between long and short, so you're really cutting it down.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's what a 0.241% of a
Mhm.
future return. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. So you wouldn't bet. So what you would do is you take a spread on that. You take an option spread on that, then, eh, and just try to make some money off the theta. That's where your
Yeah.
highest,
So,
but not even a high percent though of that.
or maybe you go for a covered call right here, which I
Yeah,
have already. Yeah. Wait. Probability to calculate the random. Yeah. Sell covered calls, but it's highly unlikely that we will find those kind of calls so far away from the price. But if you find prices outside of that price, then you're good to go somehow. Options.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. But this is only the beginning. This isn't helpful for us. But it's just the excitement. Boom. We're going down.
Yeah, are we ever? What a move that was. What the hell happened? Yeah, today's been a crazy day in the market, hasn't
Yeah. Every day is a crazy day now.
it?
After the
These days, yeah, since Orange Man come in. Yeah, look at that.
you see the inefficiency here? The imbalance, the fair value gap that they say. This is the fair price here.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, what about you? Sorry, I've talked a lot. I mean, it's been a long time since I talked with someone that actually really knows, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I catch your drift, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah. I got it.
I catch you. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What about you?
yeah,
What about
man.
the?
So I haven't really traded. I haven't traded in a while, in months.
Mhm.
So, and even then, I was just doing those alignments just because they're easy and didn't take much time. But yeah, other than that, I've been helping people exploring different things, like making different indicators and whatnot, and just kind of working on refining these tools, Generator and Autobot. So, yeah, I don't know. That's about it. Nothing much. Unfortunately, my dad passed there a couple weeks ago. So,
Really?
yeah, that kind of sucked. He just like had a heart attack or something, fell over. He was like 64. So,
Sorry to hear, man.
yeah, he didn't necessarily take the best care of himself. But either way, it's life. So,
Oh
I
my
got to
God,
take
man.
some time off to go deal with some of that stuff. He's back in the Toronto area. So, I'll have to fly back out there soon and, you know,
Sorry to hear, man.
take care of some. Yeah, well, thanks. It
No,
happens,
man.
whatever. So,
Yeah, man.
you just deal with
That's
it and
how
move
life
on.
is.
But yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that's really changed. I mean, that's it. I'm having fun here. Um, I really enjoy these tools. I can't wait to use them more. That's the only thing that sucks for me is I can't use them. Well, I don't have a lot
I
of
mean,
time. I want to sit
you've
here.
built an amazing thing there, man.
Yeah, I
So
want to sit here and do what I used to do and backtest all week. I remember we used to do that. Get up Saturday morning,
yeah, of
4 in
course.
the morning,
How can
all
I?
fucking
No, man.
day.
Dude, I miss those days, innocent days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to it. I mean, life changes, but
Yeah,
we're
man.
all doing different things. You're a lot busier than you used to be, and so am I. But it won't always be like that. So eventually, things will cool down. Christmas will be a good time. Maybe we can have some fun doing shit like that because you'll have time off, and
Yeah, man.
I'll have a
Yeah,
lot of this hard back end shit done for this little business, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
get back to. I want to get back to just trading those rock stars. I've been dying. I've been craving that. My little scalping
Dude,
strategy I used to have. I want. I'm
dude,
gonna do that
dude.
again.
Why do you even ask me? Of course, I remember.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
when I talk about those days, it's weird for me because you know it was something I felt like I was 5 years old. you know, yeah, I felt that was innocent days. Back in the day.
That's funny. I remember you'd come in, you'd be like, "Wow, I'm looking at this 4 hour candle." I'm like, "Oh fuck, dude, you're." I'm just trying to get 5 ticks on the NQ. You're looking at 4 hour candles, and then you got down to the hour, and then you're like, "Oh, maybe I'll look at 5 minute candles," and then now,
Yeah, man.
not that
Oh,
any way's better. I mean, the 4 hour candles were good too, right? And
yeah.
whatever, and
That's what
anything
happened.
can work. But I just remember the dynamic. We were complete opposites. You were looking at 4 hour candles, and I was looking at scalping 5 ticks
Yeah.
and 1 minute
Or
candles.
or or the one tick to 180 stop loss. The 99% win rate that can blow up your
Yeah,
account.
yeah. I think I did a couple. I ran a couple of those back tests. What was it was I like a 69 target and a 420 stop. I did on the NQ with
Yeah, I
on the
remember.
1120 on the 1128 candle. If it was red, then you would go long. Show your buddies at school. Be like, man, just look at the 10 o'clock candle, and if the fucking thing's red, just go short, dude. It's not that hard.
959.
Have you ever looked? I mean, and it just goes to show, like, I mean, you can make the market as hard as you want, but you can also just do stupid shit like that, and sometimes it'll work.
Yeah,
Who knows
yeah,
how long?
yeah.
Well, I did. Okay, so I did that for like almost 2 years. I forget which back test I ran, but it was something like that. Like if the candle's red, then go short or go long, and it worked, dude. It was just a couple like in 3 month sections because the contracts expire after 3 months. So I did it and it worked good back like 4 contracts, and then all of a sudden you get back to like December of like 22 or something like that, and then it just fucking fell to shit, and you just lose all your profit. But for a certain
Yeah,
amount of
that's the
time, I
problem.
mean, for a good year and a half, it was working. You would think, hey, I got a solid strategy here, and then the losses were too big, and they'd take you out in that one contract period. But yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's why you
Exactly.
always got to. That's why you always got to adjust, man. Because something could work for 2 years,
Hmm.
like great, but then all of a sudden markets are changing. So that's why I
Yeah.
like that Python stuff that you're doing because I would like to
Mhm.
do an algo or something, or a couple, and then just somehow run my settings in Python and say, well, if I did this setting and that setting, and run like, 1,000 different settings to see which ones are starting to do better than others, and I can adjust the algo over time.
Exactly.
That's a
Exactly.
proper? I'm understanding it right. Like that's something
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And
yeah,
we're talking about expected value.
yeah,
That's why you need the risk management in order to be alive, even on stress testing scenarios.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just having
Yeah.
fun building the tools, man. I built some indicators. Um, yeah, I mean, they're all on the site. If you ever want to download anything or whatever, you've got access to everything. So I
Yeah,
did
man.
something called
Yeah.
live lines, live trend line. So I can do, this is a live trend line. You can turn it on and off.
hmm
So then what happens is when price crosses it, it'll throw a signal, and then that signal you can just use to trade an Autobot. If you
Now,
want.
that we were talking about backtest, because I will forget it. Can you, if you want for yourself, can you backtest the same strategy to your data, but the confirmation candle should have, like in the previous 5 bars, a red aggressive seller or a green aggressive buyer to see the
Yeah,
percentage?
yeah, I could set that up.
Yeah, this is gonna be life changing for you. Anyways, wait, let me access the site first of all.
Because I do in generator, I have within filters, so I could say within the last 5 bars, signal tag. So I just got to get a signal for delta. So I have Momo meter, which has delta levels in it. So I could say, hey, when a red delta dot or a purple, which is extreme negative delta, I just have to make a
Yeah,
signal for it. So it would just say extreme delta, and then
yeah,
within 5 bars back and on the same bar. So yeah, I do have the power to condition that in, so long as I update
exactly.
my Momo meter to give me the signal. I just need to read that
Okay,
signal.
okay, yeah. Because I think this one is huge. Wait, let me access the site as well, because, dude,
I come out with another new one. Actually, I didn't come out with it. I've had this for a while, called volume spikes. So what I got, you're gonna love it. So I
volume
got it.
spikes.
It's volume. The first line's a moving average, and the next line's one standard deviation above that moving average, and then the next one is a second standard deviation above the moving average. So you can see when
Mm-hmm.
volume spikes beyond these standard deviations. So right here,
That's
for
good.
example, you can see volume spiked. If I had a third standard, so this is like a 14 moving average on the bottom, and then one standard
Mm-hmm.
above the 14, two standards above the 5. That would almost been a 3 standard deviation move. This one right here, but then it pops a signal. You
Wait,
see?
it's black now. It's black, the stream.
Oh, okay. Just let me restart it because
Yeah.
I'm still having that problem with my computer. I've emailed them, so I don't know exactly what to do. Can you see
What
that?
stream? Wait, let it load. Oh, yeah, now I can see.
Yeah. So at the bottom, this is volume, but then the first line is a moving average. The next one's one standard deviation above the moving average, and then another standard deviation above that average. So you
Mm-hmm.
can see here in this case, it probably almost would have hit the third standard, but then it throws up a signal for me. Volume spike 3. So I could say in here, it's not delta, but I could say, vol spike 3, which means I'd have to have it would have to go at least up to this purple line within 5 bars back or on the same bar for this master signal to be true. So I can create my own signals with this generator. So
That's good. And that's
that's
a
just
good signal
volume
as
though.
well.
That's not delta. This is just volume, and this is an indicator that I made a while ago.
That doesn't, because second standard deviation is something unusual in the market.
It is. Yeah. So you can see in a couple spots right here. Oh, there you go. It hit, and then it kind of chopped and come down, and then again it passed the second standard deviation. It wicked
Dude,
up,
killer,
changed.
killer,
Yeah. And sometimes it's good
killer.
to for confirmation too. So if you had a reversal, and you're hitting like maybe the first standard on like a continuation trade, you
Mm-hmm.
might say that's confirmation because you see the volume coming in. So it's just like it's
No,
not super
this is
awesome
huge.
indicator, but
This is huge. This is huge, man.
yeah, you like that?
Yeah, because I like the standard deviation part.
I could make this same thing, but instead it could just be cumulative delta for that bar instead of volume, just
Yeah.
delta volume.
Yeah, but still right here, if it was a, if that's, yeah, actually, yeah. You can
And then,
understand that there are a lot of aggressive sellers without having the delta there, buyers. Sorry.
yep. So that's kind of one I made this a while ago. You were around. I made this months ago. But anyways, I just have dots, and this is what I have in my Mocastics, my ARM Mocastics that has dots across the center. That's what these dots are. So you can see. I don't know if you can even see it on my stream. These dots, they're kind of covered up. But
Yeah.
you see a purple dot there. That's because it
Yeah.
went past a second. So I have that going across the center of my ARM Mocastics, so I can see this volume spikes. I know what's going on with this whole indicator just based on the color of those dots on my other one. So, and I have the same thing, not for volume, but I have the same thing for delta. So I could make a bar chart just like that. So if you if I pull up this one, my Momo meter, and then I apply it. Oh, it's going to be at the bottom, but you'll see it's got those dots at the bottom. And I didn't load tick replay, so you're not going to see the colors changing because it's delta. But yeah, so neutral color, this is just for the delta. It's going to be cyan, a positive weak, a positive medium, a positive strong delta. And then I define them down here. So my neutral threshold I put for 5. So if it has -5 delta or +5, I just consider that neutral. But if I got a positive 50 or 5 to 50 or -5 or, well, I guess it would be -6 to 50 or +6 to 50, then I'm going to get the positive weak, or I'm going to get the negative weak. And then you can see from there 100 delta is the next threshold, 200, or it should be more than that. But yeah, so I kind of already have
just
that.
the extra confirmation.
Yeah, so I mean, going to what you said, yeah, I mean, I could pop a signal for negative strong color and use that as a condition for a master signal. I would say, hey, if I get a bullish shift, I need a positive strong delta within 5 bars back or on the same bar. So, but yeah, you think that's a good indicator, right? It shows exhaustion, right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever has to do with standard deviations, distributions, and all these kind of models, it's huge, man.
Yeah.
Because second standard deviation means that it is rare. It is a rare scenario to happen. It doesn't mean it's gonna reverse. That's the thing. That's where the confusion comes. It doesn't mean that it's gonna reverse. You need an extra confirmation.
Yeah.
But it means that you are standing on the 5% of the data.
So what about volume? What about order flow VWAP? So you got the VWAP line, and it does the same thing. Here's the first standard beyond VWAP, second standard, third standard. So I've had a strategy. And then look at this. So here's a perfect one. Look, we just popped into the second standard of VWAP. First standard, second standard. Actually, we just poked into the third. Well, whatever. You see that. And then we have a volume spike at that same spot. Yeah, we just poked into the second there. And then we got a volume spike at the same spot. So that would be a good indication that you know what I mean, you're standard out from the deviation. That's VWAP. Now, I don't know if it would be too much for you to add your volume profile in with the VWAP. But sometimes I do that, like these bullish shift and stuff signals. I'll just only take them when they're outside of that range. Or if you look at the previous day's VWAP, you could see, like, you know, this one here, you could see it was way far out of yesterday's zone. Yesterday's volume, even the third standard deviation away. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you've looked at that recently, but you might want to.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked at in from an educational perspective only.
At school, they talk about that there, right? They talk about
they talk about that, but not VWAP. No, not VWAP. They only talk about standard deviation. And for us, in the educational, there is only one standard deviation that we learn, and it's the second one for us. Because even first standard deviation means that you are almost deviating away from 70% of the data, which is also a good signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the third? Do you think maybe the third is is
certain dude,
it could be
you have
a big move
mm.
on your hands, and you might not want to go against it. Is that right?
I mean, when something is extremely rare, I mean, you can bet for a reversion, but like for a reversal, sorry.
Yeah,
But there is also a high probability in markets that this momentum is gonna continue.
that's kind of what
There
I
is
was
also a
thinking.
probability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because now you're out of a choppy market. You might be going more into a trending market.
yeah, but at that point, a pullback, a scalp, could be possible.
Yeah, like a
A
good
scalp
example is here.
upwards.
Look, this day ended, and then it gapped
Hmm.
up. So we're far out. Like if you look at the VWAP from this day, you're like 10 standard deviations out. But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
it's going to
exactly.
revert. But I guess it kind of did revert, didn't it? Came right
It
back
did, it
down.
did, but afterwards,
It just filled that
afterwards.
gap. Well, I mean, if you put a volume
Yeah,
profile there, it would be pretty thin there. So
yeah, but if you enter the trade while it gapped to the third standard deviation, you could get stopped out
yeah,
if you go backwards. If you go backwards to the move, you will see that the first, if you had an algo to sell on the third standard deviation, you would get stopped out because it touched, then it continued upwards, and then boom. Look, first, second, third. Here it reversed, yeah. Here I cannot see where is the real one. Okay, there you see it touched the third, and then it went more upwards.
hmm,
So you cannot bet on this inefficiency because it's a supernatural, actually.
supernatural. Yeah,
Yeah, you see that?
it's too strong. So is it better to go with it, or is it better just to stay out? What do you think? And then we just chop.
I would say that you are betting on something that you cannot really. You want to
Can't
be able
quantify.
to, yeah. You can quantify in order to see, but I would say that you are rolling a dice. But we cannot say without backtesting it. But if you want, I can run it. Wait, let me see.
I made a tool for news and for Fed Day.
Listen after. Okay. Let's see. File, new file. I need to create a file. Pull historical data. 1 year, let's say. Yeah. VWAP,
Yeah. Does it have? How does it know? Do you have like a? Have you fed it data? Does it have like a repository to get data from?
Why Finance? Yahoo Finance. I
Okay.
get the data from Yahoo Finance. Now it's a fast thing.
Yahoo Finance, eh?
Yeah. But you need the paid version in order to get tick data.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But still, you can upload the CSV files or text files and manipulate the data in order to be readable in Python. And then you can run it with your own data.
Interesting.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever you need, if you need any help there, you can ask me whenever you want, man. Of course.
Yeah. Once I get to that point and I start doing some machine learning,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah. Whenever you want, man.
get there. It won't be for probably till next year now, but you know,
I
you'll be
mean, you
better
never
at it
know, man.
too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. And through university, I get plenty of ideas, believe me.
Yeah.
And I still have to get a lot.
Yeah. One day we'll set up one day where we just hang out and I'll trade my rock stars like I used to. And we'll just
Yeah.
hang out and talk. It's like soothing.
And
I don't know. I like doing that. It's
yeah, man.
just, I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's relaxing as hell. I will trade Tori's trend line.
Okay, there you go. You should. I made an auto trend line thing, so it makes the trend lines for you, and then they turn on and off if you want, and then you can just trade them automatically.
Trend lines, huh?
Yeah, auto trend lines and auto horizontal lines as well.
Yeah, I mean, but this is intuition, not
Yeah.
data, because trend lines are not tradable based on statistics.
Well, but Tori does well, and if you trust what she says,
Yeah, he
I
does
think
well, but
I
I'm
think
not
she
into that.
does. She shows like her broker statements and her like she shows
Yeah,
like
he
her
does.
account number and
She
everything.
does.
So I
She
do
does.
trust her. But yeah, I mean, there's always outliers in the world, right? There's always some people that just make something work, even
Yeah,
if it's statistically not. But
dude.
she
And the
adds her
problem
skill
is,
to it too, right? She adds her skill where to get out. She doesn't always get out at the other trend line. She'll get out at resistance or something.
yeah, but the thing is that she has developed the intuition of reading platinum as well, which is huge
Yeah,
to know the instrument. But
yeah.
still, I cannot tell you in the long run that we have an evidence that she's gonna continue outperform.
She's had some close calls.
Still,
I've been following her, and she's had some bad moves that just worked out for her. A couple years ago,
yeah,
she was down like 30 grand on Ethereum on just a bad shitty trade. And even recently, her last trade, she was down huge, like 45, and then it ended up coming back in her favor. So there's a few times where I think it's going to bite her eventually. But
look,
she's only working on profits anyways. Like everything she's trading with is just profits from trading. It's not like she saved money and she's trading that. And then she's built a business around it. So even if she does go bust, she's only lost money that she's made in the market, and then she's got her old business that pays her a monthly income anyways. So she's really got nothing to
eh,
lose at the end of the day. But
yeah. So what's
perks of being a
the point
woman.
on judging? Wait, for the 1 year, uh, it is 40% that there is gonna be a continuation.
So, and what were the parameters that you put in there? So if you put in VWAP, and if it hits the third
Yeah.
standard deviation, is that what you said?
Yeah, 3.0 sigma, the Greek sigma.
Oh yeah, you love that. You get
Yeah,
right along with the options, eh? Delta,
yeah,
theta,
yeah,
gamma. You're like, oh yeah. But okay, so
yeah.
sigma, yeah, okay. So and there's a 40% chance it's going to continue if it hits the third standard deviation of
Yeah,
VWAP. So that
yeah,
means there's a
but I ran it.
60% chance it's not going to.
Yeah, but still, you cannot bet on that. You cannot bet on that.
Why? It's too
It's not
close.
I wouldn't suggest betting on that. Wait, let me run it for 10 years. Yes.
But how long? Like how? Okay, so it hits the third standard deviation. What does it not continue in the next candle or in the next day? Like how long after it hits that deviation?
A continuation that it will go down.
Yeah. So
For
like how long
yeah, I
after?
didn't until the end of the. Oh, wait, 7 minutes afterwards.
Okay.
7 minutes. 1 minute, 7 days. 2 minutes, 60 days. 5 minutes, 60 days. Yeah.
Okay.
2 years. One. Yeah. Okay. Intraday limits until the end of the day. Till the end of the day.
Okay.
In order to go deeper, I need tick data
Yeah.
because now I don't have tick data. So what it does is if we touch that, then and still there are gonna be plenty of other cases. So I would suggest running it with your data, with tick data.
I might have to change the format that it's in.
It's gonna be extremely easy in Python, man. Extremely easy. In Grok, you can do whatever the fuck you want with Python.
Yeah.
Whatever
That's
the
good.
fuck you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would suggest you doing it, and it will change your whole philosophy on how you're gonna trade things. And
Once.
the best part is that it gives you Like, I forgot the. It makes you creative. It makes you creative because you think of plenty of things while you're doing it. And in this morning, I started with the probability distribution, and I calculated every fucking single thing that you can imagine because I am curious. And I
Yeah.
know you like it, and you're gonna be curious as well.
I'll love that. That'll be right down my
Yeah,
alley. Um,
yeah.
so the market replay data, I'm just looking now. It's the file type is called NRD. You
NRD.
are you familiar with that?
Okay.
Maybe not.
Can you send me one, and I'm gonna manipulate it and give you in a format, so you can paste it on your AI, and it will make every data as you say it, as I give it to you.
Okay, I'll just give you one day.
Yeah, one
NRD
day. Just give me
file.
one day. Yeah, and
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna see
for the NQ, okay, let's see.
because sometimes in data there might be, let's say, comma. A comma is not recognizable. Let's say you need to change the comma. You need to manipulate the comma. Okay, NRD. Wait,
Can I open that in Visual Studio?
no, you cannot.
What can I open it in?
Okay, let me see if I converted it into a text file so I can see what's inside. What do we have inside? Oh,
It might
ancient,
not.
ancient Egyptian. Okay.
I wonder. It seems like a false. The file size seems small, doesn't it? 2.7 megabytes for one day of tick data. I don't know. Maybe it's not small. It might be something
RDA.
that only
I,
NinjaTrader
I,
recognizes too. So I don't know.
wait, let's see. Let's see if we can do something about
Let
it.
me look up NRD
ChatGPT.
NRD file type.
Okay.
Oh, it's Nero DVD video file NRD. Well, that's what Google
Mm-hmm.
says, but file extension. Nero
Is that
DVD video complication file. Oh,
or any provision is suitable to Python? Let's see if it's maybe there is a library that does it in Python. Maybe it can make the Python read this file. Let's see. Binary data.
I'll figure it out one way or
It's
another.
yeah, it's binary data.
Which means what?
0, 1, the computer
Oh,
language.
yeah. Is that good or bad?
Uh, Good because AI reads binary
Okay,
data.
that's good then. And that's probably why the file size is so small. It's probably really long, but there's just zeros and ones, so
Yeah, yeah, probably,
not
probably.
much to it. I can't open it in any way. Oh yeah.
How did you have those data in NRD? But in
How did I get it?
yeah, the data isn't from how from Ninja.
It is. It's NinjaTrader. Yeah. I took it from my database files in NinjaTrader.
Ah, okay, because in Ninja you can also export in Excel, as I remember.
Yeah, you can. You can export data.
Excel,
So
yeah,
tools, export. You can export historical data. But the thing is, historical data doesn't have the same granularity as replay data. And I learned that. So if I export historical data, we can look at it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was much different than your Yahoo data. So, and I know
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the replay data is good because I can bring up level 2 and I can see every single order go through the market. So, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Let's see if we can do something. I'm curious also. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. It may just be.
Okay. NumPy. The sample. Okay. I asked it to give me a sample data. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, that's CSV. It's gonna be hard for you, but it's manageable, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just on a forum here too. Somebody asked the same thing. How can they export it? How can they export replay data to a CSV? Yeah, somebody asked that question, which I'm not surprised
Uh,
because, like I said, that's historical data is fine, but replay is better, and they don't give you that option. I have found tick data for sale online. Oh, but it only goes back 180 days. NT8 goes, yeah, NinjaTrader goes back 10 years. The only way I'd be aware of doing this is to run the playback and write the values to file with a stream writer. So somebody's saying is to actually run. Well, somebody from NinjaTrader is saying that you run replay and then you use something called the stream writer. Actually, it's in their documentation in NinjaTrader. You use something called a stream writer.
If you want, you can try to learn by pattern matching against the series you expect to stick or restrict a specific instrument to tighten the schema. This is ES, right? Or MES?
I think
Thank
that's
you.
NQ.
Thank you. Thank you, data. Please do. Okay, it's convertible into a CSV. As I see here, no. If you label the remaining columns, trade size, bid ask, flags, ticks, volume ranges, etc. Ticks, volume, range, yeah, or strict specific to tighten.
Interesting.
In the future, I cannot read. The quality is fucked up.
Yeah, no problem. I might be able to stream write it. I'll figure it out. Because once you do it once, and that's it, right? So if I figure out some
Exactly.
way to do 10 years on NQ and we can say that, I mean, we can keep that data forever.
Let's see. Let's see if I can do it because it created the CSV. If I can do it that way, I'm gonna send you exact the whole.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Rest.
Oh, you want to know what's cool? Hey, do you have the new NinjaTrader update? You're going to say, no, I don't have it. And then I'm going to say, okay,
Mm.
well, look what you got to see.
Yeah.
So here,
You
it's
have plenty of
called.
people skipping it, eh?
I just like to get to the point. I don't like fucking around.
Yeah.
So, all right, so let me show you. I have to get it a replay. So let me connect to my live data. Okay, so there we go. Select one of my accounts. Okay. So, can you still see
What?
my stream?
Yeah, I can see that. What the
Okay.
fuck is that?
It's like you're driving your car, buddy.
Crude
So,
oil futures.
it's called Pulse, and it tells you the difference between the longs and shorts in that instrument. So, right now, 6% of people are more long than they are short. It tells you the difference between longs and shorts
Okay.
for your data broker. So I have my Apex account here. So within Apex, this is what they're reporting is most of their users for the E-mini, 58% of them are more long. For gold, they're 50-50. It's half shorts, half longs. It just tells you like how many shorts and how many longs are in it.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
I think it's really cool because if you see one extremely short, you know it's probably going to have a squeeze at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for the indices, so the E-mini and the Nasdaq and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I don't know if since the data's here, I could make an indicator to access it, but I don't know what I would make out of it. If there was something you could think of that, that would base a trade based on how many shorts are in the market and how many longs, I could make an indicator of some sort.
Yeah, but the thing is there, I would say that the most important thing for the trade is to have the aggressive one.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like for sure Delta's definitely the better thing to look
Mm.
at, but yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of it. I just don't have any way to use this data yet. I got to figure it out, but it's a cool feature. But you know what the issue
Yeah.
is? It reminds me of
What?
trading like Forex or crypto. The problem is this data is not centralized across the whole market. It's only centralized to my broker, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
So,
know.
and then the reason why I compared it to crypto or Forex is because when you see like volume on Forex, that's only the volume of your broker or your exchange, and then there's multiple exchanges. So you're not seeing a market-wide volume on, say, Euro USD. You're only seeing it for your little area of the market. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
I say the stat is great. I mean, okay, yeah, we're 5% more shorts on crude oil, but that's only for Apex. And there's how many
Yeah.
other brokers out there. So, yeah, I don't know. Unless I
Not
have
reliable. I wouldn't suggest. I wouldn't
not
suggest it.
this, but there could be. I was also thinking, you know what? It's a prop firm, right? Most people lose, right? So if I go to the E-mini and I know most people are going to lose and most people are long, maybe I just do the opposite of them.
But Apex just collaborates with Trade-Ovate.
It is, yeah. Yeah, so it's
So they're not losing. Not everyone in Trade-Ovate. Trade-Ovate broker
yeah.
only makes money from commissions.
Yeah. Yeah. We should do something like that.
So
You want to
actually,
start a broker? You want to start a broker?
in the future, I would say we could start charting with
Charting.
specific charting application or a website where you can only have the indicators that you built inside.
Really?
Yeah, because like what you are doing right now, you have plenty of indicators. Let's just imagine if you have traffic inside your site and
Yeah.
using your tool in order to access those indicators, which is
Yeah.
going to be free in the beginning. But that's you give them a bundle price. So if you want to use use those indicators in a better price, you enter my platform, let's say.
Yeah, that's interesting. I want to make one called I want to make a platform. It's going to be called Ninja View. It's going to be a
Ninja
combination
view,
between NinjaTrader and TradingView. But what
ninja
if I
view,
were
yeah.
to make one? It would be it'd be a lot of work. But I would make it so automation was built in. You wouldn't have a
Yeah.
separate It would be just built in. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of the code to do it already because I've done it. I'm doing it. So
Yeah.
that would be I don't know. That would be down the road though. That would be a pretty ambitious
You dude,
project.
it's
I
not
would.
it's not that you need to make it on your own. You can pay someone to do it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's the
that's
thing.
where you leverage business
Yeah, it would be. I guess yeah. If you
in
got
the future.
even if you got a good idea or good knowledge of what's going on, you could get somebody like you that knows how
Yeah.
to code, or your brother, or
Yeah.
somebody. But yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. That would be ambitious. For now, I'm having fun building on NinjaTrader, but
No, no.
I
Yeah, of course,
wouldn't
man. Of
mind
course.
trying to make something that was a little bit more reliable. But I
We,
don't know.
we're
I
gonna
can't.
throw 1,000 ideas, but you're gonna only make one. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
point.
yeah.
That's the
But
point of having a team, man.
but I've been on NinjaTrader so long, and I like it so much. I just, for me, it can't be beat. It's so easy for me to use. As soon as I go on Trading View, I just get frustrated. And I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah,
So
man.
then I do.
Trading view is just user friendly. That's why, and it's more light too because
Yeah,
it's cloud based.
yeah. It is what it is, but that's interesting.
That's also a reason why I don't want to update my Ninja Trader because it's gonna take me years because it will give me an error and then I will try to find the error.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
But anyway, okay, Holy, what do you think? Pretty good.
What?
Pretty good chat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I haven't eaten today, so I want to go eat too. It's like noon, 12:30.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna get myself some food.
That's good, man.
So okay, yeah.
That's
Thanks for
good.
hitting me up. That was real fun, dude. I'm very happy
Yeah,
to
man.
hear about all the things you're learning, and maybe together
Likewise.
we can implement something or make something out of it. So
Yes, for sure we're gonna do something, man.
who
I don't
knows?
know
Maybe.
when, but we're gonna build it.
Yeah, man. We could add something to the business we have already, or who knows, right? But we could do
Yeah, man.
something
Yeah,
else.
man.
But yeah, that's cool. Just keep
And I'm
learning.
gonna learn plenty of things as well. I'm just in the beginning.
Yeah, and we all want to do machine learning because that's just the way to go. So I mean, that'll be a cool project for the future. Maybe next year sometime we'll
Yeah, man.
start diving into
Yeah,
that.
and I also have some people that will give us ideas in this. Especially my cousin is doing a PhD in AI engineering and machine learning, so we
Yeah,
will have some support.
you've got some smart people around you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not smart. It's exactly like us, man. They like what they do.
Yeah, I mean
That's the
that's
whole point, man. It's not about smartness. It's
a good
about curiosity, man.
and how hard you try. I mean that's it. That's the
Yeah,
only reason I built what I built, is just because I try hard. It's not that
exactly,
anybody else
exactly.
couldn't do it. It's just they just didn't do
Yeah, man.
it.
Exactly,
So
exactly, man. It's not about smartness. It's about how much you like, and yeah, how because if you like something, you're gonna put the effort. You know,
yeah, 100%.
you're passionate, man. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All
All
right,
right.
man. Thanks for the chat, man. Appreciate it. Missed
Thank
that.
you. I had a good time. I missed it too. I was thinking about you the other day. So, yeah, that was good. All right.
That was good, man. Take care.
Yeah. Take care. I'll let you go.
Take care there, man. Good night.
Night. Bye bye. What's going on, host? You there? I gotta go. I gotta go eat and pee. I was just on with Holy. He was just showing me stuff that he learned in school. Some AI learning stuff. Your mic is off, just so you know if you're trying to talk.